I said before that one of the qualities of an artwork is that it has the capability of connecting us to the creator from soul to soul, so to speak, and to the creator of the work, not the creator up there, but maybe also the creator up there, who knows. But to the creator of the work. Um, and I think that is only possible because the work is pointing to something else outside of itself. It is not just an object standing around in space or hanging on the wall. It has a reference point outside of itself. It's not self-referencing. I might reference other artworks, but it's not really self-referencing. So that is true for the cave paintings at Lascaux, as much as it's true for Rothko or for a Jackson Pollock, that it's pointing to something else. Quite contrary to the ideas of the 60s, in the 1960s, that an artwork should just be itself. And, and any kind of pointers or any kind of um, reference would be a narrative. And that narrative obviously would make it and would disqualify it as an artwork. The artwork proudly to be something like a work of nature, like an article of nature, a work of nature. Um, I think that is not true. I think that's not the case. And if you look at a Rothko or a Pollock, uh, even though it's not an obvious reference, but there are references there which point outside of the um, of the painting. So in these two cases, it has to do with space. It has to do with objects in space. It has to do, in the case of Rothko, I think, with eternity. And it's pointing towards that, and you can feel it when you sit in front of it, and it connects you with the tortured soul, actually, of Rothko. So you can actually feel his desire to be connected to eternity, to the universe. And I had this incredible experience once in London at the Dulles Picture Gallery, which was the first museum which was solely built for the display of for paintings in the world. So it's one of the oldest museums in the world. They have a lot of Gainsboroughs, and I walked through it, and I got thunderstruck by a Gainsborough painting of a young woman walking down a path in a garden. And she turns around in this almost like a snapshot, and but there was no photography, so there is no snapshot. But it's like it has that moment of immediacy and aliveness, which was almost the same than having met that moment. So, and I suddenly, I felt the I wouldn't say I want to speculate about the relationship Gainsborough had to her, but he painted her lovingly, and he was for sure attracted to her, and that is coming out of that painting. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with that woman, and that is, I think, only possible because of this mechanism, which is not self-referencing, but the mechanism which references to something outside of itself. And I think that's true for almost any, it's true for almost every artwork, to see that. And it only that actually makes it art. Besides what I mentioned before, the fact that it has to be created, there has to be a human element in it, and that human element is here again the pointer out, outside of itself, and an experience which can be shared even over time, over centuries or eons.